do this. After all, we're Saiyans. We were born to fight. Save it till we're done.
How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle. In today's video, we are checking out the 11th anniversary Part 2 LR INT Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku, right? The other half to the UI Goku and Blue Evolution. And really excited for this one. Now, we do love us some Super Saiyan 4 here's on the channel. We got these guys 55% level 1 here, so let's go ahead and start by taking a look at what they're doing. So, starting with the leader skill, they do lead GT Heroes, Power of Wishes, or Power Beyond Super Saiyans for E3, HP 200%, attack defense 70%, and an additional 50% HP attack defense for All Out Struggle, Red Fighters, and Giant A Power. On their passive, they are giving attack defense 400%, receives an additional key 3 per rainbow key sphere obtained, additional key 1 per type key sphere obtained, guards all attacks and damage reduction rate 40%. And for one turn only, they do change key spheres, AGL, and Fizz to rainbow. With 3 or more rainbow key spheres obtained, gets an damage reduction rate 24%. With 4 or more rainbow key spheres obtained, they get an additional 15 damage reduction, right? So, total of 40% damage reduction rate with 4 rainbow key spheres. After receiving or evading an attack, they give all allies key 2 and 20%, self-excluded. When attacking with 14 or more key, additional super attack, and effective against all types. When attacking with 24 key, once only, a permanent attack and defense buff for 100% and launches an additional super attack. While in the Vegeta form, they are raising attack by 44% each turn and raising defense, right? So permanent stacks there on that 12 key, or on that 18 key, as well as on 12 key. And you're going to understand why they stack the way they do here. Now, on the EX Super, if we do proc it, an additional attack defense raise for 44%, so it will proc both, and raise allies permanent 10% raise in battle. So every time he procs us, this is the Vegeta and Trunks effects, by the way. So add that one more to your festival team, you're now stacking. If you did a double Vegeta and Trunks with these guys on the team, you are essentially 30% raise for everybody every turn. So it's to be interesting. Now, the thing is, in order to proc it, you must get the 24 key, and you have a 70% chance if you do that. So we'll see if we can pull it off here. So we do have him here we're running mostly Giant 8 Power because why the heck not? So we're gonna run Giant 8 Power here. So we'll keep him here. We have everything but Royal Lineage, and it does look like we are going to be able to drop that 24 key here. We are in the baby fight just because we do need some time to build here, so we are going to take that. So let's see how this goes. There we go. So we do get the EX Super Attack. Okay. So we just gave a permanent 10. Not only did we stack ourselves by 44%, we just gave ourselves we just gave our team, right, a 10% stack, and we got 2 of these guys, right? So we can do that if we proc this every turn, 10%, 20%. Yeah, so this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, you can tell these guys were definitely made to juice up the 8-year LRs who are going to be coming here soon. But look at that. Look at the amount that comes out of Gogeta next to these guys. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely liking this. Excellent. Tech Miniku didn't even get to attack here. Yeah, so we are using the baby fight just like before, just because it does give us time to build up, which is what we want here.
Sorry for the wait.
Oh, that's right, we got the entrance animation, so we got to turn these off here before we sit here and have to do this over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because we got like 4 more characters that have an entrance. I'm kidding. We just have the adult Forku, but let's see here. Let's turn that off. There we go. Right, until we're ready to do the active skill. So I'm actually going to let them attack first because I'm not sure if we'll kill here. I'd rather not risk it. There we go. So, I mean, you can see here, right? Like, what we would ideally want is this one right here because we want to get that damage reduction rate. But it actually doesn't matter because he's not going to be taking a hit here. So we'll grab that. But theoretically, we would just normally want to propose that. So this is our copy. The other copy is the friend, and the other copy is 55% level 1 links as well. So what we're seeing here is what we'll see there, right? So 400k start turn defense, pretty much everything except for royal lineage. Exactly what we saw in the other one. Perfect. Okay, but we're going to let the 4s stack up here. So we'll keep one rotation with these guys and the 4s. We'll keep the other rotation with crazy enough, we're actually going to float the AGL Gogeta. We'll keep one rotation with the Diamond Goku so we can also get his EX super buff. See, the nice thing is with with them, we can't... Theoretically, it should be easier to get Goku's EX super with the Rainbow Orb changing that's happening. Theoretically. We also INT Pan does help this team with that. So, you know, there is that. INT Pan helps the team with the Rainbow Orb changing. There's a few other characters here, right? I would imagine they're not going to be stupid, and they're going to give the GT and the Fizz duo some kind of orb changing as well. So that'll also help, right? By the end of this celebration, there's going to be a lot of orb changing on this team. Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what we needed. All right, and then now there goes the super attack. Okay, so remember it's 70% with the 24 key, and we did get it. So not only do we get that 44% raise for himself, again a 10% raise for our allies. Right, and then of course they are stacking on their 12 key as well. There we go. So it'll be interesting to see, right? Because they had 400k start of turn defense, right? So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how much damage actually comes out of that. Or, not damage, I'm sorry, how much defense actually stacked out of that from the last turn. So 1.4 million is what we're at. And look at that. Okay, so... okay. Like that. I'm pretty sure this is gonna kill, the Vegeta is gonna kill, but, I mean, we gotta stack up with him anyway, so, because they are our showcase unit, so may as well just let him. So maybe we'll get lucky, we'll get another no EX super, right? But remember, we're still stacking 44% attack, just not defense on when we don't get that EX super. Okay, alright, we do get the additional. Right, and then also that's no allies 10% raise as well without that. I do love how Vegeta basically does every single one of his attacks. He does the Gallic Gun, he does the Final Shine, he does the... he does every attack. I love it. Perfect, okay, and then he even leaves Goku to do the EX Super. Now, question is, will we proc that 77%? We do. Excellent, okay. Yeah. It's going to be an interesting team for sure. Beautiful. All right. That moves us into the next phase here. Alrighty. Alright, so how's this Vegeta? Yep, that's about right. Okay, got it. Perfect. Alright. So, don't quite need the damage reduction there, so I'm not too worried about it. Take that with any Goku here. Let's see if that sets us up for the next turn. There we go. Okay, so we get the EX Super again. So it's a 70% proc. I don't know if I like their condition better than Goku's, because at least it's not tied to their crit. Right? Than Daima Goku, but at the same time, Goku's is slightly higher, and so as long as you're consistently getting this 24 key, but I mean, with him, they need the 24 key as well. Yeah, I don't know, that's tough. That's a tough one. All right, we'll get our 4s to stack up here. So, okay, looking decent though. We'll say that we're looking decent. We're in a good place. In terms of how fast they build. I'm liking how fast they build. They don't build as fast as Kai Goku, that's for sure. So that's the funny thing about this. Running both of again, maybe it's because my Kai Goku is Rainbow, but running both of these guys at 5% level 1 links, right? Compare that to, you know, my Rainbow Kai Goku. He definitely feels like he's doing a little bit more both offensively and defensively. But we'll see how that plays over time in this video. There we go. And so, yeah, Mini Goku is going to taper off after this. I don't really know if we brought him. I kind of just brought him because I know I could throw him in the 3rd slot in the final phase and just counter that super. But we'll see. Although, Baby decided he didn't want to super at all this turn. Okay, but that's good. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and do this number. Okay, and actually we can do this and set up the STR spheres right there for Goku. Actually, yeah, that's perfect. Now the question is, I don't know if I want to leave this Goku on because I feel like I'm going to need him to stack. Yeah, we might actually do that, and we might shift off the STR Goku. We do probably want this guy to stack up, don't we? I feel like we probably do. Plus, he will support. Actually, yeah, let's do that because he will then support. Guys. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. That's a tough one. If we were full HP, I wouldn't care, but it's probably, yeah, this is probably. Actually. Actually, that Vegeta's probably gonna kill, isn't he? Alright, looking at attacks there. Oh yeah, that Vegeta's definitely gonna kill. So what if we do this number? Because I don't think Goku will kill here. Well, let's look at the defense. Okay, pretty good defensively. Remember, this one didn't get the extra 44% defense stack last turn, so. Really? 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 I giant formed. Alright, so we ended up having to reload here because the game just decided to break the laws of giant form there on us. So, you know, is what it is here. But at least we got a decent turn here. Can we actually? Yeah, let's do that number. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we got a decent setup here. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. We get the EX Super with our team here. So, yeah, we just reran the event until we got back to this phase. Unfortunately, we killed the other baby sooner, and one of our Vegetas actually started. This one started slot 7, so he's actually behind on his stacks. So we'll just continue on and make up from there. I mean, this is kind of where the fight really matters, anyway. So. Is what it is. At least we're kicking things off with the EX Super here, which means we get the bonus for the allies here. Oh, there goes this. Ooh, we get a nice little dodge there. 5 dodge. Okay, so we'll just continue to keep the setup that we have, though, here. Excellent. Alright, and then hopefully we proc the EX Super there in the 3rd slot for the Goku for the next rotation. Yeah, I mean, things didn't really work out, so we will we will proc the giant form with the next rotation. There we go, we do get the EX Super. So we will proc the giant form with the next rotation. possible the other Goku could still take a hit, but so we won't be stupid this time and put him in slot 1. But to be fair, we didn't expect, because I don't think the Tech Baby, I don't think he supers twice, so that shouldn't have happened. What that means is he wasn't supering at all on that turn, and we forced a super by using the giant form. Alright, yeah, there goes the super on him, which of course we know he will tank, so not concerned there. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and bring that out. Don't really care about the damage here, but we do want to some of these rainbow set up. Okay. Yeah, so getting Vegeta's rainbow orb is definitely going to be a problem. Without Pan, right? Because Pan creates those rainbow orbs for them. I think Goku does too. When they exchange. Alright, here comes another giant form, so hopefully this should... Yeah, okay. There we go. And so, yeah, I was hoping we wouldn't get the extra super, just hurry this along, but we did end up getting it. But, alright, we're done now. Alright, excellent. Okay, so we can do that number. We're not going to get our 24 key, and I don't like that. Okay, so hopefully we do all right here. A little worried about Goku. Okay, there we go. I was a little worried about that AoE there. Okay, no super. That's good. So he'll still stack up this turn, but no team stack, unfortunately, and no 44% extra defense. But we'll still stack on the 18 and 12 key. Now we aren't going to get that extra additional super attack because we didn't get this 14 key. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, we're still stacking up pretty nicely. Okay, so Goku doing good here. So, like I said, we'll keep him on here just because, I mean, it's probably more beneficial to keep him on and let him stack where he can. There we go. Get an additional... Nope, that's normal. Perfect, and then Gogeta wraps it up, and this will take us into the final phase. So, it is a shame we really only got 3 stacks here in this fight. I wish we could have done more, but is what it is. I think we'll really get to see the advantage of their stacking in the other fight. Okay, so we're going to keep the 4s out. So, now that we switch into Goku here, right? So let's take a look here. So now that we're switched into Goku, he's geared a little bit different. So can perform a reversal exchange with Vegeta, 400% attack, receives an key 3 per int key to obtain, additional key 1 per non-int key to obtain, transform a critical hit damage reduction rate, and attack 40%, changes key spheres STR and attack to int. Attack 200%, defense 100%, chance for a critical hit, and reduction rate, chance and chance of evading attack 10% for every attack performed. And just within the turn, of course. And now with 3 or more key spheres, critical hits 40%, 5 or more key spheres, int key spheres, additional attack, 7 or more additional attack. So And then, of course, right, we can use his active skill, causes ultimate damage, changes AGL and Fizz to Int, and then gives Power of Wishes, Allies, Key 4, and attack and 40%, and GT Hero Allies 44% for the turn. So we're going to do first. I am curious, can he go slot 1 with his, right? Because it's within 40% damage reduction rate, 40%, but this is an 8 million though, that's the only thing. No. Okay, I don't think he can, so let's do this. Alright, yeah, let's bring out Gogeta. Okay. Alright, let's grab that. Alright, and now let's... Okay, well, actually... yeah, okay, let's use that. Well, let's turn that off here. Go, and let's use his active skill.
I need to gather energy from the entire universe! Citizens of the universe! Give me all your energy!
I do like how this is it's honestly better than the SDRD2 duo, because it shows everybody giving him the energy. I really like that.
Thank you, everyone! This is it!
Alright, excellent. Okay, and no crit, of course. That sounds about right. I am just having the worst luck today when it comes to dodging and crits. Like, good God, what's going on? 13. That's what we're getting here. Okay, perfect. So grab that. I'm gonna leave him in Goku because I kind of want to see how Goku does. So Goku does not stack anymore. That's the thing. So Goku, instead of stacking, is just massively raising his attack and defense for the turn. Okay, so we'll do that. As many Forku's active. Excellent. Alright, so Mini Forku actually did better there. But to be fair, he's also Rainbow. There we go. We get the counter with Gogeta. Alright, 64 million. Not bad. Alright, we get an additional attack. So, right, we did that Spirit Bomb, and then, of course, it buffed up the other, it's buffing up everybody here, 44%. Okay, so now, let's see how much damage we do this turn. 73 million, not bad. And again, we only got 3 stacks, so, I mean, that's nothing crazy. Obviously, if we get more, this would be better. Okay, not bad. We do get the crit. Okay. Excellent. Additional super. Okay, so, I mean, it's just like before, right? So, Vegeta builds up your offense and defense, right? While stacking everybody up on the team. And then Goku is your, okay, so let's see. Can he actually tank this? Oh, never mind. We dodge it. Oh, that's right, because we get the dodge build up with an arm. Okay. Now, Goku hasn't countered a Ki Blast yet, so he should have a guaranteed counter here. I think. If not, it's 70%, right? So. Alright, nice. Yep, there we go. We do get the counter. Okay, perfect. Alright, Alright, so we got a couple things going on this rotation here. Okay, so let's switch over. Let's use his active to start. Excellent. See, now the thing is, I want to know if Goku can... I mean, he could evade. We could get that 40% chance to evade. We have 50% damage reduction now. But yeah, there's no way that's enough. Okay. So we are going to have to do... I think we do have to put him... Yeah, okay, we need that. Okay, and then... Oh, yeah. It's his active. Oh, yeah, so... A lot better the second time around, right? With that actual support, right? There's a lot more support rolling around on this rotation for him. Right, with 13 keys to obtained, we would get all of those additional attacks, right? Maybe he could survive on the active skill turn. Okay, hang on. Okay, so we reloaded that up because actually I'm curious now because I think with that defense he might actually be able to... The only thing we're not getting is shocking speed here. I think with that he might actually be able to... Well, okay, we actually don't need the 24 key. Alright, so let's see here. I actually think he could tank on the active skill turn. This... Nope. Oh, he did! He lived! That's impressive. Because he doesn't have that survive KO mechanic, so that means we barely live. Which is cool. Okay. Good offense. Okay. Alright. Impressive, Goku. Base tanking an 8 million super. Yeah. Also, that means our team HP was over 900k, by the way. It's actually impressive. Okay, I'm glad I redid that because now I have that for my own sort of knowledge there. Okay. Wow. Okay, I did not expect him to tank that. That's impressive. Okay. It was like I kind of thought he could, but wow, that's impressive. Okay, yeah. So I like the tag fours. They're really good. I wish I could have stacked them up a little bit more, but just to the... After AGL Goku decided to drop the ball and failed to cancel the super, that kind of messed everything up. So, but we were able to fix that and come back around. But unfortunately, the result of that is us not being able to do what we did. So we didn't stack up as much as we wanted to. But I mean, even with that though, they still stacked up pretty good, right? I think if we had one more, so definitely if we had one more turn of stacking, we would have easily lived that super, which is nice. Goku himself is pretty powerful. I think the way you want to time the active skill is you're using both active skills on the same turn, and then you swap one into Vegeta and then or you have somebody else who can slot one in for you. But all in all, I think I like what I'm seeing here, and I can't wait to test them out some more as we play around with different teams for them. So guys, that's it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if in the comments down below, why don't you go ahead and let us know, what do you think of the Tag Super Saiyan 4s? I really like them. I think they're really fun. I think I honestly like them a little more than the UI Goku after doing UI Goku showcase, but I think I need to do more testing overall with both of them. But let us know what you think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.